بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Today we are talking about a very important saying of the Prophet of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him. This is a saying that I always try to memorize. On the day of judgment, when we all come back to life, the sun is going to be a mile away, and many people will have to stay there for a very, very, very long time. And only certain people will be given the privilege of enjoying under the shade of Allah Almighty's throne. That's the only shade that's going to be there on that day. And those people are many, but in the hadith, the Prophet of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, says that there are 7 categories of people that will be under that shade. So today we will mention those categories, and then you can, or I can, try to inculcate some of these qualities in my life in hopes that I will become amongst those that will be under the throne of Allah Almighty on the day of judgment. The Prophet of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, سَبْعَةٌ يُذِلُّهُمُ اللَّهُ فِي ظِلِّهِ يَوْمَ لَا ظِلَّ إِلَّا ظِلَّهُ. That there are 7 types of people that Allah Almighty will shade under His shade, meaning the shade of the throne, on that day in which there will be no other shade. Number 1, Imamun Adilun, a just ruler. Allah likes it when a person has the power to do wrong, has the power to take a bribe, has the power to listen to the lobbyists, and yet he chooses to be fair and to be just. Number 2, وَشَابٌ نَشَأَ فِي عِبَادَةِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى, a young person who grows up in the worship of Almighty Allah. Once again, a young person often has the capability and the desire to do wrong. Many people find it easier to turn back to God when they're older. So Allah really loves it when a young person invests their life in coming close to Almighty Allah. Number 3, وَرَجُلٌ قَلْبُهُ مُعَلَّقٌ بِالْمَسَاجِدِ, a man whose heart is tied, attached to the masjids. When this person prays one prayer in the masjid, automatically he is thinking, how can I pray the next prayer in the masjid? Number 4, وَرَجُلَانِ تَحَابَّا فِي اللَّهِ اجْتَمَعَا عَلَيْهِ وَتَفَرَّقَا عَلَيْهِ, 2 people who only love each other for the sake of Allah. They meet due to a cause of Allah, and they only depart due to the sake of Allah. When we teach Islamic classes, I hope that our students and us will be under the throne of Allah, the shade of Allah's throne, due to this. Number 5, رَجُلٌ دَعَتْهُ امْرَأَةٌ ذَاتَ مَنْصَبٍ وَجَمَالٍ فَقَالَ إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهِ, a man who is enticed by a woman who has status. She's cool. She's not a low-level woman. And at the same time, she is absolutely gorgeous. But this person says, no, I am not going to indulge in impermissible actions because I fear Allah. Number 6, رَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِصَدَقَةٍ فَأَخْفَاهَا حَتَّى لَا تَعْلَمَ شِمَالَهُ مَا تُنْفِقُ يَمِينُهُ حَتَّى لَا تَعْلَمْ شِمَالُهُ مَا تُنْفِقُ يَمِينُهُ مَا تُنْفِقُ يَمِينُهُ. Sorry, I'm making Arabic mistakes here. Number 6, a man who gives charity so secretly that the metaphor here is he gives charity so secretly that when he gives it with his right hand, his left hand doesn't even know about it. Meaning, a person who does it with sincerity hides his charity. And number 7, رَجُلٌ ذَكَرَ اللَّهَ خَالِيًا فَفَاضَتْ عَيْنَاهُ. A person who remembers Allah in solitude and in such a way that when he or she remembers Allah alone, their eyes start welling up and they start crying. So they remember Allah in solitude. That is the 7th person who will be under the throne of the shade of Allah's throne. We ask Allah to give us all the guidance to act upon whatever has been said. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.